the first thought that came to my mind, oh my goodness, she's my age and she has done this. What kind of evil thought is this? Because to me, that is an evil thought. Something that might not even be true. They told me, I was like, okay, let's just forget about this thing. Come, let's talk. Come closer. Don't be shy, come closer. Let's talk. Yeah, this is a yapping section. Let's talk. Something important, something going through my mind, because I feel like if I'm having this feeling, somebody else is having this feeling. So let's talk about this. Do you have this feeling where you feel like you're stuck, like everybody is moving forward, everybody's doing something, they're doing this, they're doing that, and you're stuck? You feel stuck. You feel like, oh, your people your age, they've done this, they've done that, and you feel like you've not done anything. You feel like you're not moving forward. Let's talk about it. Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another video. If you're seeing me for the first time, my name is Thelma Duku and you're welcome back to my channel. I'm a professional yapper and a professional lifestyle vlogger. Yeah, ever since somebody said, oh my goodness, you're a professional yapper, I claimed the title. I talk a lot, I love to talk, and yeah, so if you like what you see or like what you hear, stick around, subscribe to my channel, leave a like down. Leave a comment, and by the end of this video, let me know what you think. Leave a comment. Let's talk in the comment section. So yes, without talking too much, let's get into the video proper. Like a couple of weeks ago, I was talking to my friend and she was like, oh, people our age are doing this, are doing that. And she was talking about some people. And I was like, I have the same feeling. And I went ahead to say, oh, I've been doing YouTube for a very long time, and people that started doing YouTube after me, most of them are monetized. I feel like I'm not doing something right. I feel stuck. My channel isn't growing, and there are so many things I want to do that I thought I would, have done before now and I've not done. So we're just going back and forth and just pouring at our art. And talking to her, I was coming to the conclusion, to the realization, or even conclusion. I was coming to the realization that is their chapter. That is where they need to be right now, and we are where we are right now. I feel like God is preparing us for our chapter. So if you feel like you're left behind or you're stuck, I feel like that is your preparation season. That is your process, because they've gone through their own. Social media and Instagram, TikTok, those are highlight reel. Somebody might be going through like a strong depression, and they will put on their makeup and they will come out and they will talk and they will do this, they will do that. You think everything is good, but whereas everything is not that great. So first of all, if you look at people online and be comparing yourself to this, comparing yourself to that, you will think everything is this, everything is that, but you don't know if that trip they went for, they gathered money. And they've been gathering money for over 1 year now to go for that trip. You don't know if that car they bought, somebody bought it for them. You don't know that house they bought, they are paying mortgage on it. You really don't know the back end behind those things, and you compare yourself to those things. You understand? So that was what I was telling. I was telling her that okay, most of these things we see, most of them are true. Why? Might not be the full story you are seeing. There must be like, I don't know. It's something to encourage myself and encourage her. I was like, yeah, so this is our process. This is our preparation process. So we have to, try to figure things out for ourselves and not compare ourselves to people online. You feel like this person is doing better, this one is doing this one is doing that. Those are highlights. We are just seeing what they want you to see. So they are experiencing their own right now. In our own timing, we get to experience those things too. That was what I told her. So she was like, oh, I see what you mean. I said, yes. So we shouldn't compare. I've said this before. I've said this in like previous videos, like a year or 2 or 3 years ago. I would always say it, like, comparison is the thief of joy. If you compare yourself with somebody, is it that you feel inferior or you feel above that person? Feeling inferior when you compare yourself, you comparing yourself to maybe one big influencer like this, compare yourself to them and say, oh, they are doing this and I'm not doing this. You start to feel inferior. First of all, you'll start to say, oh, okay, I can't do this thing that they are doing. No, they do it. They are doing this. They are doing that, and that will slow your experience. That will push you back because you're comparing yourself. You're telling yourself, oh, I can't do what they are doing, and that is limiting you. That is where limitation comes in, because you're already comparing yourself. That is where the, the inferiority. Can somebody type that word in the comment section for me? Inferiority comes in. You understand? You start to feel inferior. You start to limit yourself. And if you compare yourself and think, oh, I'm better than that person, I'm better than this one, that is a problem too, because you think you are better than someone. It's a problem, because you might be putting too much pressure on yourself to be better than that person. You see the person doing better, you're like, oh, I'm better than that person. Why is that person doing that thing? So you try to put too much pressure on yourself to, to live above what you think. I don't know if what I'm saying is making sense, but it's making sense in my head. So yeah, you try to, try to overdo things, like, I'm better than that person, I'm better than that girl, I'm better than that boy, so I have to do it like this, I have to do it like that. It don't, they put so much pressure on you. You compare yourself, you feel like you're better or you're lesser. It's a problem. So comparison is a thief of joy. You should try our possible best not to compare ourselves to other people, to compare ourselves to highlight real, something that might not even be true. You understand? So if you feel like you're stuck behind, this is not only a you problem. It happens to even bigger creators. It happens to the smallest creator. It happens to, in your job, you think you're not doing better. You don't know the person you're comparing yourself to in that your job might be going through something else. Enjoy your process. Enjoy your experience. Enjoy your timing. You understand? So with the monetization thing, I was thinking, oh my goodness, I was telling my friend, I've not been monetized. I've been doing this for years and years and years. Or this person that did it before me. One time, I don't want to throw anybody under the bus or call out any, I don't even know any creator like that, safe to not be saying this, saying that. But there was one time, like 2-3 years ago, somebody wrote me on Instagram and said, okay, I see that you've not been monetized. Just pay me money and I will do something and you'll get monetized. Like, are you serious? I need to pay to get monetized. I need to pay to get subscribers, buy subscribers. So like that, this is so dumb. And I'm sure some people have done it. And you're here thinking about, you've not been monetized. That really gave me like some kind of peace when the person sent me that. I'm like, so people are here buying this, buying wash shower, buying this, and I was like, this just gave me reassurance that, you think you're not doing this, but you don't know what some other people, they've gone behind the scene to do. So it gave me like, when they told me, I was like, okay, let's just forget about this thing. When it happened, it happened. So I was not really beating myself too much about the monetization thing. So that is that. You don't know what people are doing behind the scene to get what they are getting. I was like, oh my goodness, so people are really buying this. And somebody even told me that, oh, my monetization, you're here struggling, mind me, I'm monetized, just do this thing and you get monetized. I was like, okay, thank you for your thoughts. Thank you for telling me this, but I was so relaxed after that. But after years after that, like a year or two, I'm starting to see, when this monetization go even come step, I don't forget that part. I'm not thinking about, getting monetized again and things like that. So don't allow yourself to go into like those deep hole of this and that where everybody's moving and you're not moving. Yeah, and I was thinking, should I say this or not say this? But I want to encourage you guys. I really want to encourage you. You might think I woke up one morning and I came to Canada. If you don't know, I'm in Canada right now. I'm in Toronto. I was with my mom and I moved alone to stay by myself. You would think it's a one-day thing. My mom and my stepdad, they've been doing this process years before I came. It wasn't 6 years. I think it was almost 8 years they were trying to bring me here. And they finally did. It happened like 2024 September. That was when I came, right? So yeah, I've been here for a year now, going to 2 years now. You understand? So it didn't happen one day. Happen one day. Even though I was not talking about it because I was like, if it happened, it happened. Maybe that's. I've been one of those people when we say I know they kill myself over something. If it happens, it happens. If it not happen, what's I go do? Not go to stop anything. So yeah, they were doing it behind the scene, and somebody would just think, oh, she woke up and she went to Canada because she never talked about traveling. You don't know what happened behind the scene. Is what I'm talking about. Things like this is what I'm talking about. I was like, should I even say this? This is my family business. I shouldn't bring it out in public. But yeah, You get what I mean? Yeah, with all this, I had to sit with myself and understand that, life is not, one straight timeline. Whatever is happening to you today, you're winning, you're enjoying, that is your season. Somebody else's season is different. You might think, oh, this person is doing this person has gotten this person has gotten a new car, this person has gotten a new house, this person has gotten this. That is their season of winning, and this is your season of preparing and lessons to learn. Enjoy it. And when you work hard, you do the things that you're supposed to do, you pray, you tell God, oh God, I'm putting in this work, please let's see yield something good. Yield. Which English are they trying to speak for you? Oh my goodness, English is not my first language. In this country, this is what I tell people. English is not my first language. Once I mistake like this, I just say, English is not my first language. Nobody should come and be stressing me here. But yeah, it's their winning season. Allow them to enjoy their winning season. When you go to your winning season, people will enjoy your own too. So you see, something came to my mind now, and it didn't fly because I laughed, and it didn't fly. I was one thought came into my mind. What was? Let me try and see if it will come back. Oh yes. So somebody my age, I think I'm older than her with right now, if you don't know, I'm 28 and she's 28 too. She's 28. She turned 28 soon. Me, I'll turn 29 and next year she'll turn 29. And she recently got something. I feel like if I say it now, you will know the person. But I looked at it I was like, oh my goodness. The first thought that came to my mind, oh my goodness, she's my age and she has done this. And the next thought that came after it was, would you shut up? You don't know what this person, has been doing, the kind of work that she has been putting in, the thing that she has been doing to get this. Why would you say that even though you are the same age, you are not living the same timeline? Is what I told myself. And I was like, okay, fine. And I was genuinely happy for her. I was so happy for her. Immediately I said, what kind of evil thought is this? Because to me, that is an evil thought to want to be comparing yourself. Instead of you to see somebody's post and be happy, you are thinking about your own. I was like, okay, I rebuked this thought, and I was genuinely happy for her. That was how I started to know if I didn't even feel any type of way. I felt genuine happiness. So I'm like, okay, people my age are doing this, well, that's her timing. Me too, I will do. I mean, my timing too. And somebody else is even looking. This is not a good thought, but somebody else is looking at my life and like, I don't know, but it's like, oh, she's doing this too. You see, you are here thinking, oh, I'm not doing this and I'm doing that. Another person is looking at you. I'm saying, oh, she's doing this and she's doing that, and you two, you are comparing yourself. That's what life just be. So I was just like, I was genuinely happy for her. I wasn't thinking about it. Like, well, that's our timing. When I will do my own too, it will be something good too. You understand? So this is something I want you guys to live with. This is something I want you guys to be thinking about. You understand? Because your growth is kind of quiet doesn't mean it's not important. You're growing and you think, oh, it's not as loud as everybody. Your winning is not as loud as everybody. That is your process. It is quiet now. It will be loud later. You understand? No panic. No, they do this, do that one. Oh, this one, do this one, this one, do that one. You won't kill yourself. Growth, you see, growth is like, sometimes it's like discipline. Sometimes it's like you're giving up. Growth is like it shows up in different ways. It's either discipline, or you're giving up, or it's your healing process. You understand? It's still growth. It's still growth. The one thing I would say is, whatever you're doing, you put in passion, you're genuine about it, keep it up. I love to do YouTube. I love it. As you see me, so I love to film. I'll just, if you know how many vlogs I don't vlog one if I even post, because I love it so much. I'll just be here vlogging and vlogging. I'm like, okay, nobody wants to see this. I'll delete it, but I've done it and I enjoyed it. I just look at it, I'll delete it, but I enjoy it. This is what I enjoy doing, and my job right now, it's what is fueling my passion. You understand? I'm doing something to fuel my passion, which is vlogging. Then my other job, I love my job. I'm not gonna lie, I love it. I love serving at the food bank. I love helping out. I love it. But this is my passion. This is what I really want to do. This is what I feel like I'm called to do. To yap on the internet is what. Oh my goodness, that is so bad. But yeah, so it can be like that for you. If you feel like your passion is not growing, you can try something else, or you can pray for direction. Like, God directs me, directs me. If you're genuinely not happy with something, just change it. It's not as easy as we have to saying it to, you understand? But I feel like if you pray for direction, God will give you direction, because God is always talking. The Holy Spirit is always ministering to us. Now I'm preaching, but you understand what I mean. I'm going round and round, but I'm sure somebody's understanding it. Those things that, doesn't look important online, it matters. You understand? You bought your first Bible, it's important. It doesn't look good online, it's important. You got your first new wig, it's important to you. It doesn't look as great online, but it's important to you. You bought your first, first anything, or your second camera, you change your phone, it's important to you. It doesn't look great online. People are like, and I make it, they show us, because you buy this, and I make it, they show us. It's important to you, okay? It matters to you, it's important to you. So do not belittle those small achievements. And because with mentalities like this, you will feel that is when you start to know, okay, I'm not left behind, I'm just growing. This is just my season of growing and preparation into a bigger, greater thing. You understand what I mean? I'm trying to make you guys understand, because I don't want you guys to feel like you're left behind. I've had that feeling before, and it's not a good thing. It is not a good feeling at all. I need you to understand that, those feeling of let and being behind, it is not a good feeling, but it's a normal thing. It's not a nice feeling for somebody to experience that, but it's normal. You're not the only one going through that feeling. Even somebody we don't buy, you never hear that song, "Don't go testy, they find money." Oh. You see, somebody, if you don't even get this kind of thing, don't get this kind of thing, but there's also something they want. That is their timeline. It is very, very normal to feel those feelings, but they shouldn't speak in your life. Please don't let it speak in your life. Those are feelings that weighs you down. So try your best to encourage yourself. I would say this, I've told you guys this before. If the devil is showing you something that isn't right in your life, show the devil what God has done. You understand? They're going to tell you, say, get this thing, that voice, that thought. You don't have this, you're not married, you don't have children, you don't have a car, you don't have a house, you don't have a job. But tell that feeling, remind yourself of what God has done in your life. As a Christian, remind yourself, like if they say, oh, see you get job, well, I'm alive. Get this, I'm healthy. Get this, I can eat, I can. Do some people do it if they shop now, drip they give them. I'm not saying, okay, I'm diverting, but let's go back. Let's go back. Those thoughts like this, they happen. They happen. It's normal, but don't let it speak in your life. Those are negative thoughts that weighs you down. Yeah, it happens. People, those thoughts, they always happen. That voice, they always yappa for person. But just remind yourself that this is your season of, preparation and growth. I cannot count the numbers of time I've said preparation and growth in this video. Those thoughts, is either you let it discourage you, or you grow above it. You remind yourself of what is most important. Telling yourself those things. When those thoughts arises, just show those thoughts, tell those thoughts, the good things happening in your life. You might think there's nothing happening in your life. I promise you, if you look deeply, sit down and look deeply, you say, okay, I'm grateful, Lord. I'm very, very grateful. And just tell yourself that's their chapter, and this is my chapter. When it's my time, I will shine. When it's my time, it will show. Those quiet achievements, they will become loud achievements. Those are things you need to tell yourself. So I feel like I've been talking for a very, very long time, but yeah, that is my opinion. If you feel like you're left behind, you're truly not left behind. You understand? You're truly not left behind. That's my thought. That is all I want to share with you. If you have any question, let me know in the comment section. Okay, you got this, girl, boy, man, woman, whoever that is watching this video, you got this. I promise you, you got this. Better days are definitely coming. The days that you're living now, Some people say they don't even think say they're going to live the kind of life that they live now, depending on their past. It's like this can never happen, but it has happened, and they're enjoying it. So yeah, those are things you remind yourself for that. Problem. Situation of life does not last forever. Nothing lasts. Again, English is not my first language. Okay, nothing lasts forever. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful. I hope I did not yap for nothing. Please, like this video. Please like it, share it with your friends and family. Whoever you feel like is going through something, share this. It might be helpful to somebody. Okay, I love you guys so much. I will see you in my next video. Like, share, subscribe, and turn on your post notification to get notified to see my videos every time I upload. Okay, I love you guys. Bye guys.